Hello and welcome back to the Knights of the Smith Dinner Table actual play production of Legend of the Ramble House Saints, a Giant Slay adventure path played in the Pathfinder for Savage Worlds rule set. So when last we left our very frustrated heroes, they have had a very long-running battle with one Ewigga, and they still have not managed to pin her down. So we're going to before we just hop back in, actually, I do want to throw out there, and normally I don't give you guys an idea of when we're doing the actual recordings, but this time I'm going to, because today, the last episode of the Glass Cannon Podcast Giant Slayer adventure released. And I just wanted to throw out a huge congratulations to the guys from the GCP, because 7 years is a long, long, long time to be running a campaign and a show. Especially considering they were releasing weekly for the vast majority of those 7 years. And honestly, they're the guys who we kind of got the idea from, because they took this idea, they ran with it, they're now making a living with it, and I know I would like to do the same. But beyond that, let's go ahead and step right in. So it was the end of round 4. Ewigga did some things. And we're going into round 5. And let's see, Spike Lee does not get an extra card, because she does not actually have that edge. And need to change a few things here on my end. Blizz, you were up first.
Alright. Well, so we still hear her shuffling around doing things, right?
Yes.
Okay. And our notice checks free actions?
Yes, they are.
Alright, so we're going to play my card. The spirits told me I can use my arcane skill in place of any smart space skill checks for the rest of this scene.
Alright. Sounds like a good use.
Yeah, and my spellcasting is a D8, so first let's see if we can notice where this... Alright, we're still doing this.
2. Not yet.
Not yet. That's fine. For my action for the turn, let us detect where she is.
All right. And on this one, I am actually going to have to pop into that entry, because he is casting Detect and Conceal Arcana power.
Which I passed with a 4.
Indeed. However, I believe it has special rules specifically for invisible creatures. So it will allow you to ignore up to 4 points of penalties when attacking foes hidden by magical darkness, invisibility, or similar. However, it does not say that it points out... Oh, yes, it does. Okay. So it is pointing out where she's at. So you see her right over in this area here. And for those of you listening, I hit a point that's about midway across the room, close to the northern wall. And Blizz just moved to the southern wall. Looks like he's trying to get a little bit of space between him and her. To make sure I wasn't muted, because Mike hasn't said anything.
Is Michael muted?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
I had muted myself to pull my book from my bookshelf, and because I'm old school and keep books. Lots of books. So I skirted south, and I'm trying to act like I did not just successfully know where she is, because I want her to think she still has that leg up on us.
All right.
So I am not broadcasting I know where she is yet.
That
And then...
will actually require... I believe it would be a... I cannot remember if there's a bluff skill or not.
Persuasion?
Yeah, that would actually require a persuasion check to pull off that, because there's no deception.
It would require a persuasion check to not say anything? Like, just move?
So you are
Stand around?
intentionally trying to not look at her. Even though
Okay.
you have actually seen her.
Well,
And
jig's up.
she will make a notice check because there's still a chance.
Oh, sweet action. She's still shaking. That's good.
And she looks over at you, and you're pretty sure she's aware that you have seen her. But only just barely.
All right, well, with that pretense gone, I'm just going to smirk at her.
All right.
And then end my turn.
It is now Thid's turn.
All right. So, Thid is in the doorway in the northwest. And I believe what Thid remembers from last time and Dustin remembers is I was throwing all kinds of bombs and shit here because I knew Ewigga was in this area somewhere. Yeah? Do we remember that part?
Yes, you were also trying to hit the bramble blight as well, I think.
Right.
Maybe not. No,
Yeah.
Your last bomb you had dropped right above the bramble blight and missed
Okay.
that one, so you were swinging here. But you could
Gotcha.
still make a notice at a -6 because she had the raise.
Cool. I'll try that because we did say it was a free action.
Mhm.
So, Micewell. Oh god.
You still have a notice of D4.
It's a book guy.
All right. So
Yep.
even after the -6, you still got the total of 4 that you needed. And as far as you can tell, she is right in this area over here.
All right. So, Thid will move on up to get somewhere in this range. Right, and these guys are... he's going to try to hug the wall, but he's still invis. And he is going to throw a bomb at the area you specified.
Okay, make sure that you throw down your blast template.
Alright, and then he will spend extra points to make it medium. And so you said it was somewhere in this area. Would that cover what you were... Oh, I forgot that it does the animation when I put it down. So this area or up closer to here?
Closer to there.
Okay. So put it somewhere in there.
All right. Go ahead and make that roll. And that is a
All right.
basic success. Go ahead and roll that damage.
All right. Thid is gonna go out on a limb here. I guess Dustin's gonna go out on a limb here. Or no. Oh, wait a second. Let me see what damage is first. Dice, I can't even
That would
see.
be 12.
And then, so I will play my adventure card,
Okay.
which is Bullseye. So play after damage is rolled to double the total of a successful ranged attack.
All right. So that makes it
So-
24.
Be
And
up to 24.
24 is going to be that many. So she will expend a Benny. And it's not going to throw out because I have to take it directly off her sheet. And then she gets a vigor check. She's going to spend another Benny on that. That's looking better. All right, a success with 2 raises. No, with 1 raise. So that stops 2 of those 4 wounds.
Good job.
I'm trying. Sid wants this damn witch dead.
All right.
Killed his friend.
And that will take us to Grace and Fox.
All right, so I know that Blizz destroyed the vines around Thid. That encompassed the whole thing, or just the ones
That got
around
all of
Thid?
them, yeah,
Okay, so I'm no longer distracted or entangled.
correct.
All right, that's why I was double checking, because I'm like, the template's gone. Just wanted to double check before I started moving stuff. All right, so we do have our knife drawn out because we're going to try to attempt to cut ourselves out, but then they froze to death and from frostbite and stuff and died.
Yep.
So first thing we're going to do is we're going to move a portion of our pace into the room, and there is no dragon. So we are going to use our free looky-loo like everybody else. A total of -6. No idea where she's at.
Nope, not with a -2.
Yep. So we are going to.
But there still is that bramble blight moving around.
Yeah,
This one.
that one right there. It's not far from me. So we're going to go ahead and move here, and we will go ahead and actually throw our dagger at it.
Okay.
And let's see. I believe I have something neat I can do once per day.
I bet you could do more than one thing neat per day. You're a neat guy.
No, the rest of it's on the rocks.
That might have been under Trickster. Oh, there it is.
What is this neat thing?
So this neat thing is impromptu attack,
Mm-hmm.
which lets me use a sneak attack even if a foe isn't vulnerable or subject to the drop once per encounter.
Ooh, that is neat.
So we're going to go ahead and just throw the knife at this bramble blight.
Huh. The sneak attack action is not appearing on your attack options.
That's really weird.
Yeah. Especially since I went to all the trouble to write it. Let me see if I did add it into this world. Yes. Yes, I did. Okay.
Well, right now he's missing anyway with a 3.
Yep.
Yeah, the range penalty of -2
Yeah, just
and hurts.
by being a couple inches out of the range in world. But no, we'll just let that fly.
So they measure range center to center
Yes.
rather than edge to edge.
Yeah. And that's the official ruling.
Ah, okay. We'd been doing it edge to edge previously, so
Yeah.
stupid people putting correct things in Foundry.
All right. That ends Fox's turn, and it is now Spike's turn.
So would I have noticed when the bomb hit her?
You can make your notice check, which is the one that has smarts next to it on your character sheet, instead of the one that doesn't have smarts next to it, which I think you had transformed prior to the updates of the Suede Immersive Macros module. And don't forget the -6.
It would what?
-6.
Sorry, one of our dogs is having an anxiety attack right now, and
I've
he's constantly barking. So.
been having one of those for a couple days now.
Yeah,
I get
that's
his
fine.
There's a murderous lawnmower outside.
All right.
Also,
so
our other dog is sick, and so he's worried about him.
poor puppers.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is a miss with a total of -4. So you have no idea where she's at, but you do know that this bramble blight right here up to the northwest of you is still active.
Okay. I will. I'll do the my fire breath weapon at it.
Okay. Make sure that you place that stream. Ooh, I can get a nice echo from Kristen.
Is this a roll to hit or just a roll to damage? can't remember.
Make sure that you alt-click it and then roll damage. It's just a roll to damage with a breath weapon. And I do not remember... No, it does not say anything about that. And it does not, with a total of 8, cause any damage.
I'll just stop there.
Okay. Alright, so let me clear out that template. And now it is Ewigga's turn. So first, I'm going to do her shake and roll. She critically failed.
Get fucked, Ewigga.
All right. And...
But you can still spend a penny regardless to lose shaken anyway, right?
I believe so. So that's what we're going to go with, and just keep me honest.
I'm checking it, but I think it's valid because it's using a resource for it.
All right. And then she is going to move and take 2 actions. The first one, she is going to cast this.
Yep, because you can spin the Benny to remove shaken at any time, so it's not tied to the roll specifically.
She will spend a Benny to reroll that. Still a failure. We're going to go one more time. And I forgot the... so that failed horribly. So much so that I have to go to the dynamic backlash table.
Oh, it's so nice to see it happen to somebody else other than me.
All right. She becomes stunned 2. Stunned. Just stunned. So she becomes stunned. And
a -2 to all of her casting rolls for the rest of this encounter.
Yep. And as her turn ends, she becomes visible. And she is all the way over there. And then we go to the Bramble Blight. And it is going to get a chance to unshake itself. You know what? I can't let them go down without a fight. It is going to attack the dragon that just hit it. And it has reach, so it doesn't even have to move. Alright, here comes those mini viney tentacles. And it is going to attack wildly. That is one hit out of the 2 tentacles. So, let's see what it does to her. Oh! Oh! Oh, as it flails about with the last dregs of its life force, it causes 3 wounds to Spike Lee. Spike, are you going to try and, here, let me fix your total number of wounds. Alright. That's why. There we go. Alright. You going to try and soak that?
Yeah, I don't have a button.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Just
Yeah, go ahead and spend a Benny and make a vigor check.
I'm on my dragon and I don't have any bennies. So I'm going to give myself bennies.
Ah, okay.
I must spend bennies.
That's why it didn't give you the soak button.
Okay.
Alright, and make that vigor check. Doo-doo-doo.
That's an 8 because she needs to ignore those 3 wounds.
Yep, I'm going to wipe that out. So that is a success with a raise. You only take 1 of those wounds. All right. And let's go to the end of the round. All right, Thid, coming in strong on that black Joker.
All right. So, Thid. We got a Ewigga down here. Dragon friend. Let's see how tunnel vision Thid is. Oh, he's pretty tunnel visioned. Alright. Thid's going to spend a Benny to get some power points back.
Okay.
Thid is going to take his full allotment of movement. Oh. And he is going to try one more bomb.
All right. And he can clearly see her now.
He will use power points to make it do more damage. And see what he can do. That's a success.
Yep, basic success. Make sure you have her targeted before you roll damage.
I'm gonna spend a Benny on it to try to get a better result, and I don't.
That's a better result, but not quite good enough.
Right. Alright, so with the extra power point for this, I'd just do raise damage, right?
Yep.
Okay. She is targeted. That is another wound.
All right.
That will
She
be
is
its turn.
not incapacitated because this is only her 3rd wound. And that takes us to Blizz.
She's still up.
She is still up. I don't know why it marked her as incapacitated because that was only her 3rd wound.
I thought that was her 4th because she had one previously.
Oh no, you are correct. So she would be incapacitated. So let me mark that back. I apologize.
That's fine. But is she dead?
Well, we're about to find that out. Alright, so... since this could possibly kill her, we'll see if she can soak it.
Well, she soaked it.
Indeed she did. So she is still up for Blizz's turn.
Alright. Well then. I'm gonna go introduce myself. As we are going to introduce her to the icicle. That is my bolt. I'm gonna spend 2 extra power points to up the damage on it.
Okay.
Single action.
Just got a success.
Actually, that's a failure because the vulnerable shouldn't matter on bolt.
Yep, I just looked at the numbers rather than everything else that was going on with it.
Actually, bolt, the arcane skill roll is affected by cover illumination and all other penalties, so not bonuses. Alright. So we're going to spend a Benny on that. And re-roll it. Okay, I'll just have to cast it again because once you pull something off. There we go. That's a success.
That is a success even without the 2 from vulnerable.
And you know what? Spend a Benny on that as well. Alright.
Still only a shaken result.
Well, you know what? I got an extra Benny. Oh, whoops. Here, I'll just click that button again. And it is still just a shaken result. Wow.
Indeed. The dice have not liked you guys these past 2 sessions.
They have not. Well, we'll just stick with shaking her.
All right.
Oh!
So she has been shaken, and it is now Spike Lee's turn.
All right. I'm just not good at this. I think I need to attack the plant that just tried to murder me.
Well, first you need to unshake.
Indeed.
What?
You are currently shaken.
Okay, I can fix that.
All right, you are no longer shaken. Come in
I
with a
guess
5.
I'll just try to do another breath weapon at the plant
All right.
because my friends are down there ruining Ewigga's life.
You can just go ahead and target it,
Okay.
unless you like the pretty animation, because it is a pretty animation.
It's beautiful.
And go ahead and roll that damage. I can see you're already targeting it, and you still do not punch through.
Oh my gosh.
You gonna Benny
I'll
that?
try again.
Oh, that's better. That causes a
Ooh.
wound, and that is enough to send it to its end.
Not going to give it its evasion check?
The breath weapon.
All breath weapons can be evaded.
Alright, so I will go ahead and do that. Agility at -2.
Still failed. Yay.
Alright, so yep, that plant is dead, and it is Grayson's turn.
Alright, so that plant's dead. Still don't see Ewigga anywhere, correct? She's still invisible.
No, she is not.
Oh, she's currently visible.
Yes. And she's looking stunned, shaken, and really fucked up down here in the corner.
Neat.
Which I think mine.
She is right here.
Now.
Right here by the chest.
Ooh. Yep.
All
Pardon
right,
me.
that's pretty far away. Let me measure. Quick measure a shift, right? Or
Control. Looks like about 14 inches.
Oh, so I can actually reach her from here with bolt.
Yeah, because it's twice your smarts die type.
Yeah, that's 16. All right. Well, we are going to do the magic hand thing, conjure the kunai, and launch it at her. Let's see. We will spend the extra 2 power points to make it strong.
All right.
Oh, why? Oh, I still had the bramble targeted as well as her.
Still a success with a 5.
Yep.
Perfect. And since it was strong, we'll just do that. Only 6 points. We're going to spend a penny on that.
Well, that was a well-spent Benny. 6 points of damage to 33 points of damage.
I would like
Yikes.
to lodge an official complaint.
Oh,
Yes. Yes. I've spent many bennies, and that has not happened to me in like 3 or 4 sessions, and I'm just formally complaining.
oh. She is still with it. Let's see what her injury is. Because she got a really nice 8, so she succeeded with her roll on the incapacitation check. And so she is going to have a temporary set of broken guts.
Oh, it's not going to be temporary for much longer.
Which, if I remember correctly, reduces her agility. All right.
And then we're going to move forward as far as we can to start getting closer.
Okay. And I assume you guys are going to move up. Let's see if she goes first.
Well, she gets sure, her turn was after mine, so she still gets a turn.
Oh, yeah. But she doesn't need to make a vigor check. So it doesn't matter. She's just incapacitated. However, you guys should be able to just go straight up and murderize her. So we will go ahead and call that the fight.
Yeah, because I was going to go up and finishing move her with Agramash. I'd scream for Kratos while doing it.
All right. So as Ewigga falls, I'm just going to throw out there that you guys are really lucky that 1, she failed that healing check, and 2, she did not get a chance to shape change because her next choice was Crag Lenorm. And if you don't know what that is, you really don't want to know.
I don't like you very much.
Can I go back to my cactus, please?
Absolutely. You should be able to do it. Do you have the macro on your bar at number 3?
Yes. Okay, revert. I see now. Revert. Wow. I'm beautiful.
And it takes a moment to revert you back. And yep, it even got your bennies correct and everything. Perfect. All right. Getting some power points
I had
back.
used 2 of them.
Ah, okay.
Is there anything of note on the hag?
She has no equipment.
All right. So now it's time to check the chest.
Indeed.
I hear those can be trapped sometimes, so just be careful.
Would that be a notice check?
Indeed.
And I will also do a notice check on it.
No. That's
All
a
right.
4. I don't have her targeted, so I passed.
Okay, and Grayson.
Nix is a
succeeds as
7
well.
because he's also not targeting. Oh my god.
You're checking Ewigga for traps?
No, the chest.
Okay.
We both
Is-
had her targeted, though. That's.
Oh, okay. I was confused for a second.
Yep.
All right, so both of you notice that there are no traps on this chest. And for some reason,
I'm cracking it open.
it does not have the have it set to item pile. There we go. Now it's correct. All right. So as you check it to open it, I believe you probably heard the locked door sound.
No, I did not. So it is locked.
It is indeed locked.
All right, and that's what, a thievery check?
Thievery check.
And I'm just going to kind of tap Blizz on the shoulder and kind of usher him away a little bit.
Oh, this is your thing. Excellent. Oh, back away.
All right. So even without the -2 added, that is still going to be a success. So that's enough to unlock it. And you should be able to open it now.
In case something jumps out.
I'm assuming that was the -2 was for the difficulty of the lock.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, there's.
There is a plethora of treasure down in this chest.
We
The
found,
chest is bigger on the inside.
I think we found what the druids were talking about.
So as you
what
go,
all's in there?
as you go digging through, you see a large, not size large. It's a fairly big great sword that is completely blackened and carved with various runes, and has some religious iconography on it. There is a scimitar that is warm to the touch. There's a crown made out of ironwood. A plate mail breastplate that is made out of ironwood. A pair of wands, a pair of 3 scrolls, and a gem-encrusted scepter, as well as some coinage.
I am detecting magic on all of it.
So everything but the crown and the gem-encrusted scepter is magical. And it doesn't take you long to figure out. So
Flip the currency. Take the extra.
what is in here is, first of all, there's a sword that's known as Gorham's Thorn. It is an accurate, damaging, and keen greatsword. Accurate meaning it gets +1 to the attack rolls, damaging meaning +1 to the damage rolls, and keen gives it +3 to its armor piercing. So it has a total armor piercing of 5.
Oh, Craig
However,
would love this.
it requires a D10 strength to wield effectively. Now, if anybody was a follower of Gorham, kind of like Kratos was, they would have had an extra ability where when the wielder gets a raise on the fighting check, they automatically get a free athletics check to attempt to trip that target as a free action, with a bonus equal to the target's size.
God, Kratos would have loved that weapon.
Right?
Guys, these aren't magical, and he holds up the crown and the scepter. Anybody care if I keep these?
Nope.
Why do you
Great.
want them?
Grayson's kind of like wave his hands like, yeah, sure.
All right, the scimitar is an accurate flaming scimitar. Rather than doing normal damage, it does fire damage, and it has a +1 to hit. And all of these are figured in. If you equip it, it automatically takes into account the effects of each enchantment. The Aegis Ironwood breastplate is a breastplate made of pure ironwood. Rather than counting as heavy armor, it counts as medium armor. So if you have a medium restriction, you can wear it. It also has a minimum strength of D8. Considering that there are various casters, which I think even the druid has armor restriction. Yes. So the only one who could really wear it,
I don't have the strength for it.
edgewise, would be... You look at the alchemist. Nope, all of you have an armor restriction light, so none of you can really wear that without taking huge penalties.
As I have an armor restriction of no armor.
There is a wand of major smite that has 12 charges left in it.
What tradition is that cast from?
That is a faith check. I should put that in the description, shouldn't I?
Yep. So that's definitely for Spike.
There we go.
Spike casts. You cast off of faith, right, Spike?
It's been a while, you know.
Yes, she casts off faith.
So why don't you drag your cactusy butt over here and grab your loot?
There is a scroll of summon ally, seasoned, a scroll of protection, a scroll of burst, which has a lightning trapping, so it comes off basically as a lightning bolt, and then a wand of bolt that fires a flaming arrow out.
Are all of those faith-based?
The bolt, yes. The scrolls, it doesn't matter.
All
I
right.
forgot to put the number of charges on the wand of bolt.
Well, then, Spike, take that wand of bolt as well.
Do you care if I take the flaming sword? That could be handy.
Hey, you took it before I could finish updating that, Spike.
Sorry.
Damn it.
Hold her. I will point the scrolls to Fox because he seems to have some spellcasting ability. And I'm going to take Gorham's Thorn because I'm going to get the strength to wield that motherfucker.
All right.
I mean, I can carry that armor with us if you want me to.
Somebody to use it. Where's Ingrahild at?
She is still lying on the ground, unconscious.
That's right. She went to sleep. I forgot all about her because she could actually wear that armor.
She could.
Where'd Ingrahild go? Oh shit! Finn! Spike! The dwarf!
I'm coming.
She's asleep, right? She got hit with like a sleep condition.
As you get up next to her, make a both of you make a healing check. The skill, not the power.
This is, I don't know if you remember, I don't have the healing skill.
Oh, God.
Because I didn't realize I had to have it there.
You don't need it if you're casting magical healing. This is for scientific purposes.
Well, I will not be scientific. I'll let Thid be scientific.
Right, he's the nerd.
Fucking nerd.
Freaking nerd.
Alright, do I notice what's going on with old Ingrid?
As you kneel down next to her and you start examining her, you notice all of her skin has this sallow color to it, and her skin has withdrawn. Like looking at her fingernail beds, it looks like the skin is pulled away from her nails. Her face is very gaunt and hollow looking, and she has no pulse. It's almost like the life was drained right out of her.
Oh, she dead?
She is indeed very dead.
Aww.
Liz? It doesn't. Where's the cactus's ears? I don't know. I think she's dead.
And she has been turned into an item pile. The only thing you cannot take is that unarmed, so I will update that.
Oh man, I wanted that unarmed.
And as you guys are looking over her, pardon me. Damn. She has definitely passed on in probably one of the most terrifying ways. And really, what you know of hags, Ewigga is the only one who could have done it.
I really wish I could kill that bitch again.
You said this chest was bigger on the inside than it was the outside, correct?
Yeah, that's how it held all that stuff.
How big is this chest?
As you go to like try and move it, it doesn't budge. And when you look at it closer, you realize that it seems to have been formed out of the ground beneath it.
Huh.
It's not magical, it was built in.
That's neat.
Well, it's not magical now, but it was created with magic.
But it didn't ping off of my Detect Arcana.
No, I mean, Stone Shake doesn't ping after the spell is done.
Right. So as far as I'm concerned, it's not magic anymore. It was done with magic. It is not magical semantics.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Now let's get the fuck out of here.
All right. And the trip back out is much easier, especially having a druid that can change into a dragon and fly you all across that chasm. Are you going to take Ingrahild and Kratos with you, or are you going to leave them or bury them here?
I think we should bury them here.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
All right. So it takes you guys a little while. Are you going to bury them out in the greenhouse, or the greenhouse being that big room that had the bridge at the top and all the plants at the bottom?
Where the earth was very soft and loamy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys take a couple hours digging the graves, putting them to rest, saying the final words, which if you want to say them, I mean, feel free.
Kratos, you were big, you were dumb, but you were also my friend. And I will miss you.
All right. And if there is anything that you're going to grab off of Kratos, he has been turned into an item pile.
I thought we already looted what we could from him, or what we wanted to. I'll go double check.
I'm going to move everybody in here. All right. Who did I miss? Oh, Blizz, because he was moving the slow way.
You didn't say it fast enough. Haha. wasn't the slow way, it was the correct way, damn it. Why did he have a spell component pouch?
Like he said, he wasn't really smart.
All right.
Oh, he was never clean. Ooh, definitely not leaving Uskaroth's armor, by the way.
That's why he still has soap, because he wasn't ever clean.
And the magical ever-burning torch helm we'll take with as well.
Well, that's already been separated off.
Oh, it has it?
Yep.
Oh, well then, I don't need that. I'm just gonna delete it then.
All right. And as you guys gather up the stuff you need,
So shame Uskaroth's armor is not usable.
I mean, not currently usable. You never know. One of you might take like a fighter edge in the future when you guys advance. You never know.
Oh, or when do we do that advancement thing?
Well, I was gonna say we'll find out what advancement you guys are taking next week, as you guys do gain your 6th advancement. So go ahead and make your advancements, and we will discuss them next week as you guys start making your way back to yeah. Now I can't even remember his name because it's been so long that you guys have been in here.
Oh, Silvermane?
No.
Rag Blood Tusk.
Oh, Rag Blood Tusk.
Blood Tusk. As you make your way back to his boat, because you guys still have to go farther north, on up to Red Lake Fort. And with that, we will see everybody next time. Have a great one, folks, and thanks for watching and or listening.
Bye, everybody.
See ya.
Goodbye.
Knights of the Smith Dinner Table actual play videos and podcasts use trademarks and or copyrights owned by Paizo Incorporated, used under Paizo's community use policy. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. Knights of the Smith Dinner Table is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Incorporated and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. This game references the Savage World game system, available from Pinnacle Entertainment Group at www.playgames.com. It is unofficial media content permitted under the Media Network Content Agreement. This content is not managed, approved, or endorsed by Pinnacle Entertainment Group. Certain portions of the materials used are the intellectual property of Pinnacle, and all rights are reserved. Savage Worlds, all related settings, and unique characters, locations, and characters, logos, and trademarks are copyrights of Pinnacle Entertainment Group.